a Sunday, August 23rd, and it's later in the morning, so there will be road noise. It's been raining a ton, so everything is looking pretty good. Celery back here, green stalk, looks like something ate all the radish leaves, but some other things are starting to go. A little spinach, some beets on top, carrots hanging on there. Try to scant you down here with a celosia, sad little succulent garden. Petunias, I did deadhead before I went out of town, but and it was really just full bloom. It was really beautiful. So I'd come back and deadhead that and make sure she can do it some more. Putting dahlias on this guy here. It's looking kind of sad in the middle there, sort of wacky how it's growing. Look, my roses bloomed, about to bloom again. Look up at the greenhouse. All the citrus looks pretty happy. Go there. Nice green growth on some of it. That's the Harvey Hill lemon in the back. This one is the Lisbon lemon? Yeah, Lisbon lemon. Bear's lime that was naked when I put it out here. So I got a potato growing through the middle of it from the container in the back. Don't know if I have any fruit on that one. Yuzu with one great big fruit. Good job. This one is the Meyer lemon. And I know I have at least one. Yep, there you go. I think there's another one on there somewhere. But anyway, potatoes are all reaching out. Little tomato here, black cherry tomato. I'm surprised there haven't been any ripened while I was gone. Trying to keep it on there. In the greenhouse, started a bunch of my fall stuff. A little bit late, but it's all coming on, so it's all pretty much greens. I have some like bok choy, and cauliflower, and some mustard there, and kale. These are broccolis and kale, carrots, and little dahlia that grew from cutting. She seems to be doing well, and whatever those little guys are hanging on. Bay leaf floral seems happy, very bright. Asparagus and pineberry bed here with a volunteer tomato. Strawberry patch looks like it's put on a lot of growth. I can actually see some strawberry in there. I haven't picked anything this morning. Got started late. Passion fruit vine growing up there. Mango pawpaw doing well. Serviceberry. Sorry, the light's making things wonky. Comfrey, clematis. The hardy kiwi is just going crazy. I went behind a cloud, much better. Black jewel raspberry also going crazy. The one that was planted in the bed is like up and over the trellis to the other side. The peach tree has gone completely crazy as well. Need to cut it some more. Sorry for all the noise. It's much later than I wanted to start here. My beans have really gotten going. So I got some tomatoes that grew up on the other side. Get my husband to help. Since I was out of town, husband was doing the harvesting. I don't know if he's got as much patience as I have with like the beans. Let's see how big those guys are. I guess we're having green beans for dinner tonight. Cucamelons are definitely worse for the wear. Looks like it might be getting kind of done, but it's probably time for that. We were just covered up in them. Amaranth looks like she's getting close to being done as well. Alyssum's finally starting to bloom. This ground cherry is definitely done. Blueberries putting on new growth. The roselle's finally gotten going. Is looking purty. Thank you, ma'am. And grow these for the calyx for the tea. which I honestly probably didn't need any, but they're just such pretty plants. So I was actually contemplating, do I chuck out the roselle I have from last year? Oh, that's shiso. She's starting to bloom. And just get new roselle. That's probably the move. Nasturtium. But do I have the time for it is really the question. Lavender, chives. And I'm going to come inside the tunnel, which I don't normally do too. Ma'am, pardon me. Because outside of the fact that I've got lots of beans growing in here, lots of big beans, I started a lot of new ones, and those are just starting to get going. Looks like they've done a lot of growing and are meeting up with the other ones. Still have a tomato going in here. It's a green zebra, I believe, and some peas. Look like they're going to get going. I typically don't start a later crop like that, black cherry tomatoes, but since I left some of my seeds in the greenhouse overnight and it rained, I was worried that they might have gotten wet and they wouldn't make it to next year, so I figured I'd go for broke. A little black hollyhock that came from here, it's grown all the way up over there. Good job, hollyhock. Sage under there, looking good. See, because we didn't get mulch and I haven't had time to do all the weeding, so yeah, it's crazy. And if you can see the raspberry canes, these are black jewel raspberry canes that have grown down from the other side. I'm going to have to figure something out. I think that's going to be all that's on the trellis for next year. And we'll look at the artichoke I have growing up in the middle of all that. Looks gorgeous. My white borage and purple opal basil, echinacea. So lots of flowers right now. Bees should be happy. Pepper alley here. This is a banana pepper. And that is a Hungarian paprika. Already gotten a couple off of. Poblanos starting to get going. Thank you, ma'am. They've taken all season. That is my purple beauty pepper. I don't know that we're going to get peppers off of it, but we'll let her keep trying. That is a pimento, royal burgundy bush beans, which we've gotten a fair bit off of. Another banana pepper, I believe. Shishito, and this one is ginormous. Banana pepper, obviously those did well. And another shishito there. My zinnias. Oh, and that's watermelon. That came off the vine. Bugs started getting it off of this one right here. But it looks like we got a replacement. Thank you. Good job, ma'am. That is a sun and stars. Moon and stars? Moon and stars. Watermelon there. So might get one or two. Good job. I didn't talk about my apple tree. She's looking really sad. I think I need to give it a haircut. I'm not sure how to help her. The fig tree is finally starting to, there's a Celeste fig, starting to fruit. We've gotten a good bit off of it already. Thank you, ma'am. Corn, which I may have corn ready. Come back and look at that. Lots of volunteers there. It's a crookneck squash, which looks like it's got a squash on it. We'll come back for that. More roselle. Ground cherry patch starting to, look a little sad, a little bedraggled, but she's doing what she needs to, still doing well. I think this is a melon vine, but it sort of looks like a butternut, but they all look kind of similar, so we'll have to give her some time. Carrots, blue spice basil. Look at the fig tree. Blackberry got covered up by random vines there. My pawpaw has grown a ton. Great job. Pink lady apple. Ton of new growth. She's gonna have to get another haircut. She's already had one mid-season. honeyberry. This is the Check 17 right here. Quince, that is the Cushing. It's a vertical growth. I have to help her out there. Raspberries all flopping over. Suncoast nectarine. Tons of new growth as well. Already, yeah. And this is the Cushing quince. Good job. Happier. She's getting more sunlight. That is the Indigo Treat honeyberry. Hanging on. Hopefully next year they'll look better. Harvey Hill peach. And the blueberries in there, all done. The pink lemonades definitely have grown the best. The Blue Jay and Blue Ray hanging on, doing fine. Raspberries. And then the last little spot over here, the garden spot that I made last year. Cannas and some heucheras, and 2 out of the 4 hydrangeas survived and are looking good. A little Tradescantia off of this guy, and I just put those in there not that long ago and they went freaking crazy, so that was definitely a good idea for my rain barrel planters. And so I think that is everything. It's a very happy garden. The end.